Welcome back to the barn. We're doing lots of seeds today. Well, we're doing flowers today, and we've already done a lot of seeds. Me and the kids did some onions, tomatoes, peppers, which are all behind me now in the grow lights, germinating, which is exciting. Today we're doing eucalyptus, Lizzyanthus, and what was my fourth one? Oh, some poppies, which are all cool season flowers, which means they actually like to start when it's really cold out. And do well in the spring. So we're excited. So we've already done a few of these this year. It feels good to have done it a few times already. You know, it means it's not the first time anymore, which is nice. We're gonna use the big blocks for the eucalyptus, but last year I did them in teeny little blocks and they just never quite made it. They struggled. So we're doing big blocks for them, getting them a little more space. And I really hope they take. I love eucalyptus. Oh, it's be real time. Be real time videoing. Woohoo! That's a keeper. Sorry, gotta keep up with that. Okay, so for my eucalyptus, I actually only need technically 15 plants to fill my bed. They branch out if they get big and they're gonna take up room, but you always want about a 15% buffer from what I've heard. So we've got more than that. I think 17 and a half is 15%. We're gonna go ahead and do all 20 of these blocks and hope that we get 15 really good healthy plants. So I don't know if you can see these, but they're smaller than a poppy seed. So to get them out, I actually use a toothpick. I like to dip it in water. It sticks nicely. And then I've got to pay attention with these teeny babies and make sure I don't lose them. So we got 20 seeds in there. There might be a couple duplicates. They're so teeny. I will put the rest of these back in this. One little trick a friend taught me is once you have opened a bag of seeds and you've used some out of it, you just tear this top little flap in half. And that way you know I've busted into those and I've used some, so I need to check how many they are before I go to seeding. The last step before these are done is we're gonna take our vermiculite and we're gonna sprinkle that on top, and then they will go under the lights. Next, we get to do something new that I haven't done yet. I got this towards the end of last season. It's called the Swift Blocker. A lovely little company makes these and ships them out to you, and they are very heavy. But it is a bunch of tiny soil blocks. So bear with me while I figure this out. So I do actually have a small blocker that does this, but it's only like 20, and I think they're actually slightly smaller. But I'm excited to be able to do this many blocks all at once. This is what I was working with before, so I would have to do a ton of these to get this many soil blocks. And so it takes me a fraction of the time. I'm excited to be able to get more done quickly. Okay, so if I did this right, when I put this on top, it is going to push out all of the dirt and I'm gonna be left with a couple hundred soil blocks. Cross your fingers, because when does anything ever work right the very first time? That sounded okay. Sounded like they popped out nicely. Hundreds of little soil blocks just for me. These are gonna be Lizzyanthus, or at least half of them are. Awesome. They're the Roseanne mix from Urban Farmer. Something interesting I've really struggled with actually is trying to find organic flower seeds. Because we are working towards our organic certification in our market garden, all my flowers need to be certified organic as well. But Urban Farmer's been great. Johnny's will often have organic seeds, but you have to check. I haven't done Lizzyanthus seeds before, and these are very tiny too. And yellows, they're at least easier to see. But there are 50 in here and it looks like 10 because they're so teeny. Re-wet, it's like licking your finger when you turn a page, sort of. The other handy thing about using these soil blocks is they are so nice and small. I can just put one seed in each soil block and not have to do any thinning. If I have ones that didn't germinate, I just toss that little soil block back into my pot and use it again. Hi, you're still here. Okay, I now have 104 Lizzyanthus seeds. I think I want to do vermiculite. I often have to go back and check my seed packets every time because not all of them want the same things. So, and it doesn't even have instructions. So I'm gonna have to go back to the webpage and see what I can find. Look at her yellow seeds. They're just like mine. Yay. This is the Regenerative Gardener with Blossom and Branch Farm. She's out in Colorado. And I've watched a lot of her videos on soil blocking. So she's one of my go-tos, and she was actually the first one that popped up on YouTube too. Learning as I go, learning as I go. So we're gonna go ahead and sprinkle these. Now she put hers on a heat mat till they actually germinate. And so I may try that out as well because I do have some heat mats. So I did actually get some heat mats last year. And I'm learning how to use these, but we're gonna try it with our Lizzyanthus here until it germinates. And once it germinates, then we'll adjust. Most of the time, the ground is warmer than the air, and so to get seeds to germinate, having a warm mat under them mimics the warmness of the ground. Keep those nice and moist. They'll be good to go. Hopefully. Everything's hopefully right now. That is all of our seeding we have for this week. It is going to continue to ramp up every week till all of the shelves behind me are full of seeds and hopefully tons of tiny green plants. It's going to be a good season. Wish us luck on things germinating and growing, and leave me hints and tips. I would love that.